Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So this is me going through the Underdog Boss Rush Challenge a second time. If you haven't seen my first video, it's still on my channel, you guys can take a look. This time I chose to use SpiderMan Stark Enhanced against Falcon. I did not have to continually push him to his L2 as much as I did when I was fighting him with Blade, because of course SpiderMan Stark Enhanced evades specials very well, as you saw right there. But every once in a while I do get some glitches. I'll try to evade, and as you saw right there, he got tagged. And in order for him to get tagged like that, not only did my evade fail, but his own evade failed too, which he has a very small chance to do that in any case. But as you can see, Starkey made quick work of Falcon in this fight. And Starkey makes quick work of Falcon. Next fight is SheHulk, and she is very easy to fight. Her L1 and her L2 very easy to evade. I chose to use Blade because of the bleed that he can do, and because he's just awesome. And I wanted to use him. I wanted to save Starkey for some of the later fights, but Blade does not have any trouble with SheHulk. I just, spam his L1 and his L2 when I can. And just look at the damage he's able to do. And look at his health. Blade just destroys her.
Flawless victory.
Next up is Iron Patriot. Now, the first time I went through here, I used Hulk. And as you saw, I didn't even bring Hulk this time. I chose to bring Archangel instead. So I went in here with SpiderMan Stark Enhanced, and he makes pretty easy work of Iron Patriot. As you will see, he is able to evade that special one, so I don't get clipped like I sometimes do at the end of it. His taunt makes it very easy to bait out specials. Now right here I had to play it back to see what happened, and this happens actually often. What happened is I got a little too happy and hit my special before I finished my final hit of my 5-hit combo. So I only did 4 hits, and then it short-circuited it to do my special, which gave him enough time to block. So that's what happened there. Just sort of prolonged the fight. It didn't really cause me to get wrecked or anything, but just something to keep in mind. You want to fire your special off after you land that final hit of your combo.
Finish him.
And Iron Patriot is down. Next up is Magneto, and I took in Archangel, who everyone told me was very good against him, and they were right. So instead of trying to land a heavy right off, I just went in on him and wanted to use the specials. Got to keep track of that Bane as well, of course. And once you get the neurotoxins on him, then the party can begin. Now I want you guys to watch. Now he is stun immune, but watch what happens when the neurotoxins expire. You will see that he gets stunned. Okay, look at that. He's stunned. That is why Archangel is just such a beast. Those neurotoxins are crazy. Alright, now I suck at dodging those L2s, so this time I just took it. I still took a lot of damage, but instead of getting completely wrecked in the degen, at least I was able to get some more, and I was hoping that I'd be able to take him out, but as you saw there, that was not to be. So with the little bit of health he has left, I decided to bring in Blade to finish him off. Now if you watched my previous video, you know that Blade was my MVP against him, so I knew that I'd be able to do this without any difficulty. But the game had other ideas. I went in, shouldn't have gone in like that, and it was all she wrote. It only takes one mistake. So that one, completely my fault. I was cussing myself out, let me tell you. So I brought in Ghost Rider, and all I was trying to do here is to get Magneto down. Now, up until this point, I have not used any revives and no health potions at all. And Ghost Rider was putting in some work, as you see. And I was able to keep that Bane off of me for the most part. You guys will see I almost messed up towards the end here. You know, I was pretty sure that I had him right here. I was surprised that he was alive. So I dodged that, went in, and he started wrecking me. And I thought, oh man, it is over with right now. But look at Ghost Rider. Take that degen. Because he was already hurt. The degen didn't do as much damage as it normally would have. Alright, so Magneto is down. Didn't have to revive anybody. So I came in here with Spider-Man Stark Enhanced. Now I did use a few health potions just to get his health up a little bit. Okay, and if you guys saw the first time I faced her, I messed up and just dodged back a little bit too early and got caught with that L1 of hers. But right now I just built up Spider-Man's poise charges, and once I had enough, I just went in and went ham on her. As I've said before, she is not hard to fight. You just can't make any mistakes. But if you do make some mistakes, at least with the timing of her L1, Spider-Man is a little bit more forgiving than the other champions because he may evade it. But all in all, it was a straightforward fight. I was able to evade her special one and take her down.
Ownage.
And Jane Foster is down. So now we finally come to the boss fight. The fight that I was pretty much doing this whole thing for. Because the last time I recorded it, I didn't get this footage. Alright, so first I go in with Spider-Man Stark Enhanced, and I'm not really trying to take her down. I just want to do as much damage to her as possible. Now, I am noticing that he was really sluggish. I had a hard time evading. I was swiping back like crazy, and he wouldn't, which is why I was taking some of the block damage that you see me taking there. At least she didn't one-shot me with a heavy like she loves to do. Now you saw right there, I was swiping. It just would not swipe back. I remember when the game was bugged with the double evade and triple evade. That's what it felt like. Alright, so now I go in with Iceman. Now this was an awesome fight. To fight Kamala Khan, especially with her being debuff immune, Iceman is great because if you'll notice, his frostbite charges don't seem to count as a debuff, and so she is still taking damage. So he is a very good option for this if you have not already discovered that. So as you'll see for the rest of the fight, my basic strategy was to push her to her L1 as much as possible, spam my L1, bait out her L1, wash, rinse, and repeat. And just keep an eye on his frostbite charges. When they expire, watch what happens. You see that? She takes damage. She's debuff immune, but she still takes damage. So if you have an Iceman, he is a good option for this as well. Now everything was going just fine until the game glitched on me. Now watch this. 1, 2, 3. Why did he stop? I promise you I didn't stop. And then he wouldn't block. All of a sudden my controls just decided enough. And that's what happened. I was so upset. This should have been a one-shot kill. But that's okay. I wouldn't have used any items except for the health potions if it was not for that glitch. So I revived Iceman, cursing under my breath, and finished her off. And that's going to do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this second run at the Underdog Boss Rush Challenge. If you liked the video, please consider smashing that like button. It really helps me out. If you have not subscribed already, please consider giving me a subscription. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about this video. And you guys have a blessed day.